But as all of us know that Odisha, as I say, it is the gateway of natural disasters. You can find out any disaster that affects India that is occurring in Odisha. All the disasters, be it cyclones, floods, droughts, heat waves, cold waves, thunderstorms, lightning, you take any name, you will find it is occurring in Odisha. So what I want to say that every year I have seen that how the financial backbone of each farmer is just devastated because of the floods and droughts. 13 low pressure systems developed in the head of Bengal, and all of them move across Odisha. If they do not form, there will be drought in Odisha, and if they form, it will cause floods in Odisha. And also know that every year cyclone affects at least one cyclone affects Odisha. So by that way, so we have to move by hand to mouth. Many families, I am just telling about my family, it is not simply my family alone. The thousands of families in Odisha, you will find that they have passed through all types of disasters. I showed whatever way is possible, whatever status you have, be in a position to help others. There will be many who will be seeking the help. They will not tell you. You can just anticipate and try your best to help. Every individual is powerful. So by that way, so you can just see that it was a very disastrous cyclone. 10,000 people died. I could not know. I have written a song also about this. The Chakravat kya mujhe kya pata. So at that time I could not know something like that. After that, but this was a super cyclone, almost super cyclone. But at that time there was no classification. Entire coastal belt was affected. It went from Paradip just along the coast and went to West Bengal. Entire devastation was there, starting with Paradip till Balasore. And if I just look at this is the some I have written about that. So Chakravat kya mujhe kya pata. So I will not read that. So what I want to say that impression about a cyclone has made a long-lasting inspiration, long-lasting challenge. At that time you may ask, whether you decided at that time that you will become a meteorologist. No. As a villager, I do not know what is the aim of life. Yes, of course, when I grew up, when I came to high school, one day my high school headmaster asked me, what is the aim of life? So many people said, engineer, doctor, so I told. But finally, he told, everybody wants to become engineer and doctor. So then I realized that yes, you have to try for your ambition of life in a very systematic and standard way, like the nowadays the children think of, nowadays the parents think of. The days goes on. As I got the opportunity to work in India Meteorology Department, that impression of 1971 enforced me, inspired me, and reached me to take this job and deal with the tropical cyclones. When I was studying there, I got a very good inspiration. So that there is a competition always. I was doing well in the class, especially in this. So when teacher will ask something, if you are replying that, then if it's correct, the child itself gets self-motivated. And then that goes on, that self-motivation. Therefore, teacher has a very important role. Teacher can create self-motivation within the child's mind. So that influence I got, that is from Vivekananda, that is purity, patience and perseverance are three essential things to achieve success in life. So I will tell you when I come up to the high schools, Tukura Bhola Utkala Santan by Utkal Gaurav Madhusudan, still it inspires to do something for the state. I told my father that I have got the job and you can, but he told no, I will go because you have not joined job, I will go this year also. So then immediately I went to DRDO Chandipur. I told their administrator that I want to join. Then he told, how can you join? Your police will not come. I told, anyway, you tell me how can I join. He told, you can join as a contract job seeker. So I joined as 1850 per day as a contract job. So after that, police officer came and became a general scientific assistant. Okay, like that. So by that way, so what I want to say that I learned the teamwork and respect the fellow colleagues throughout my professional life when I came from DRDO Chandipur. Then I shifted to, of course, I came across Dr. Abdul Kalam at that time because I was there in the blockhouse. So when the first Olympic test was going on, Dr. Kalam came and shook hands and wished everyone, because those who are in blockhouse, they are in danger because it is very close to the launch pad. So that was first inspiration I got from Dr. Kalam, how being at that time the chairman of DRDO, he was poor at the grassroots level. I was just a junior scientific assistant, but he came to each other and he wished everyone. Then I became the lecturer, and there, of course, one of my students is a US student. I stayed there for 2 years, and then I left and became here. But the problem was that at that time the family was dependent on me. I wanted to join a class 1 job, and I was interested. When I got this job, I remembered my childhood incident. But he was, family was little reluctant to leave because, as you know, there is a more bonding and people do not want to go outside. But I decided, I convinced family, and finally I went there. There was a lot of difficulties. I have to support the family, and my younger brother was studying BTech in an also at that time, regional engineering college. But I managed anyway, and that was difficulty that with 2,200 rupees you have to manage everything, and you will tell you it was very, very difficult time, financial at that time. But since there was a challenge, I took it an opportunity and I could succeed. And then of course the challenge begets the opportunities. I joined in 1992, then after 1 year in Pune, then I went to Bhubaneswar. When I came to Bhubaneswar, it was in 1998, there was heat wave condition, 2,000 people died in Bhubaneswar in 1998. And I came in June 15, I joined here. And after that, in 1999, Odisha super cyclone came. The cyclone which I have seen at the end of 6 years, now it is 7 or more reversal cyclone, again 10 people die. I now know as a meteorologist what a cyclone is, but I cannot do anything because there is lack of science and technology, there is lack of information communication and technology. So we could not do anything, but that again put a challenge. Then when I went to Guwahati as a law to David, I was called and I was posted head of cyclone division. In 2007 I took over as head of cyclone division, and at that time what happened actually, the new secretary, new DG came up, and they asked me where I was working. I told regional specialized meteorology center for cyclone. उन्होंने बोला मुझे नाम तो बड़ा है, काम तो थोड़ा है. So what are you doing? How are you bringing up the cyclone division? So that challenge took up, and I was asked to prepare a vision document. I prepared the vision 2020 and it was published in 2010. Accordingly started the roadmap we have taken up. We go for improving the entire infrastructure in terms of observations, modeling, communications, warning designations, etc. And the first such result was known, of course, long back in 2012, but it came out in 2013 when filing struck Gopalpur coast in Odisha. At that time, people came to know who is Dr. Mohapatra. Okay, so this is the tries to destiny, I will tell you. It was very hard, it was a very challenging job. I was made the project director for improvement of one national program of IMD and one nation of cyclonic services. Actually, at that time, World Bank project was taken up by Government of India for National Cyclone Risk Mitigation Project, and IMD was a part of that. But due to the permission, it was decided that I should be project director and be taken up independently. And we took up that, and finally, we could see that it succeeds, and not only in the country but also we provide support. I'll stop, I think time is over, I'll stop here. We could provide support to all the countries in this region. So be it Yemen, Somalia, or be it Iraq, or be it Iran, or Oman, Yemen, etc., Bangladesh, Myanmar, Thailand, etc. All the countries here are supported by the services provided by that. And by that way, the number of deaths came down from 10,000 to 10s and 20s, not only in India, but also all the countries and the region. So what we did actually, so I'll just take 1 or 2 minutes now. A Vision 2020 document was prepared in 2010. I gave them just a humble target that forecast accuracy will improve by 20% by 2015 and 40% by 2020. But all of you know how pinpointed forecast accuracy was found, be it the cyclone Filing, or be it cyclone Hudud, or be it cyclone Fani, or be it cyclone Ampan. So because of that, the response sections could be taken out. So standard operation procedure was modified. Objective standard operation procedure. We moved from LRR method to entire objective methods. And the data collection was 6 hours. Now it takes only 15 minutes to take all the data and entire the globe. So entire communication technology was utilized. And finally, we went for the assessment of hazard and vulnerability for entire course. So that was decided where to put cyclone shelter, how many cyclone shelters, etc. And this is the entire network where we provide the forecast and warning, etc. for entire Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea region, North Indian Ocean. It is one of the 6 regional specialized meteorological centers. Now that is the success story which has been brought, And behind this, if you ask, what are the key points from my talk? The first thing is the purity in your mind, the perseverance, the patience, challenge. Convert the challenge into opportunity, and be positive in your mind. And think of people in front of you before thinking about you. Be it the sacrifice, if required, sacrifice, but think about the people. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.